Welcome to the Q.A.C. Team podcast series with your host, Charles Luttrell. Our series features leaders and business owners in your community discussing the customer experience, employee satisfaction, and performance improvement. Our series will help share strategic ideas for coaching and mentoring through mystery shopping in a post-pandemic economy. And now here's your host, Charles Luttrell.
Good morning, listeners. I have a special guest with me today. Good morning, Debbie.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing
Hope
fine.
everybody's doing well.
Yes. So go ahead and get started. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, I'm Debi Katzenberger, and I am the Executive Director of the Kamryn Lambert Foundation, which is a charity here in the state of Maryland, but our outreach does go to some bordering areas in Delaware, DC, Pennsylvania. And we serve children and young adults facing all kinds of adversity in their lives. Our programs are geared towards helping this demographic of not just children, but young adults as well. And the adversity could be anything from having a serious health condition that keeps them in the hospital or is something that's chronic and affects them long term. They may be affected by financial or economic concerns, maybe live in an underserved area. Also, we have begun serving in the last 3 years children who have parents who are in some form of rehabilitation for drug or alcohol use.
Oh, that's great.
So we wherever there's a child or a young adult that could use our help from one of our programs, we try to be there and help in any way we can. We have one of our programs, which is the one we're working on presently. This time of year, we give away college scholarships to high school students who are going into nursing or some other related medical field. So we're gearing up for that.
That's great. Now, how long has the foundation been in running?
This is our 15th year.
Wow.
Yeah. We started in 2007, shortly after our namesake, Kamryn Lambert, who was my granddaughter. She passed away after battling leukemia for 3 years. And so we started some things in her memory, and each of the programs that we have within our foundation is in memory or in honor of a piece of her life.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, the very first thing that we put in place was this nursing scholarship. She wanted to be a nurse when she grew up, which many critically ill children want to go, who will have that goal to be either a nurse or a doctor or something that gives back to the people that are helping them. Like they touch their lives. They're an important part of their life. Sometimes the medical staff is, you see them more than you see some of your family.
Right.
So that was the very first thing we did was this nursing scholarship. And it was one scholarship for $1,000 in 2008. And now we give 3 new scholarships every year of $3,000 each.
Wow, that's grown over the years. That's great.
It has grown. It's grown quite a bit, and that's only one of our programs. We also have a huge outreach at the holidays. We do a toy drive, which last year we took in over $100,000 in-kind donation of toys and gift cards, pajamas, money. I mean, it's quite big,
Yeah.
and we supply to every hospital in Maryland, um, one in Delaware, DC Children's. So we kind of the reaches, and we also do families in need at that time, and support the children who with parents in rehab centers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's just two of the programs.
Yeah. What about the treasure chests?
Okay, well, the treasure chest program is actually a treasure chest, a plastic treasure chest, pirate treasure chest.
Uh-huh.
We fill it with small items from like the dollar store, and hospitals, clinics, special needs schools have them on hand. So for the hospitals, when they're done treatment, they can go and pick an item out of the treasure chest, or sometimes before treatment to calm them down
Uh-huh.
when they're going to treatment. And schools and daycares use them as an award system, to, especially for special needs children,
Uh-huh.
to keep them on goal. So if they attain that goal today, then they can get something out of the treasure chest.
And now, is this a treasure chest that you carry around to take, or are they stationary at the locations?
They stay stationary at the
Gotcha.
location,
Okay.
in the hospitals, ERs, um, hospitals, on the inpatient, the
Uh-huh.
ERs, the pediatric clinics, especially like the infusion clinics, the cancer
Uh-huh.
treatment clinics, for kids.
Now, is each location responsible for filling it, keeping the toys in it, or is that something that you guys do?
We do it.
Oh, that's really cool.
They let us know. Well, we take it to them full and with some extras, and then we ask them, when you get close to it being empty, let us know, and we'll refill it. So at Christmas time, we get a lot of donations of these items, and it probably keeps us going and those treasure chests going to around mid-year.
Uh-huh.
End of May, June, they begin to run low, and then our supply begins to run low. And so we'll do an outreach, and ask people to do drives or whatever. We call it, we do a big Christmas in July, where we put empty treasure chests in different businesses that, volunteer to collect, and then they'll fill it and we'll go pick it up.
Ah, I like that idea.
Yeah,
Nice.
we've been doing that the last few years, doing that Christmas in July.
Mm-hmm.
And it's little things. So, you go to the dollar store and spend $20, and that's quite a lot of items into that
Right.
chest. It
Right.
costs about $100 to fill a chest.
Okay. That sounds fun. That sounds like something I'd like to do. That's
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
Well, any businesses that want to do it, and here's the thing: if that business wants it to go to a particular place, we will, because we have one particular restaurant that we have one particular restaurant who requests every year, can these go to Hopkins Children's? Well, of
Mm-hmm.
course. Can it go to Baltimore, Washington? Well, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the good things is businesses like to see their donations go, if possible, in their own area.
Right.
So we definitely make that possible, because we have a treasure chest probably in every hospital in every area.
Oh,
Even
okay.
at it used to be Christiana Hospital, but they have a new name now, but right there in Wilmington.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, we try to be as accommodating as we can and make collections and donations as easy as possible to do.
Yeah, and I think that's, like you said, something cool. Like when they're about to get treatment or something, it can calm them down. They can pick something else. It takes their mind off of what's going on.
Oh yeah, bubbles
That
are
is really cool.
Bubbles are a big one.
Nice. I like bubbles.
Can,
You like bubbles? I like bubbles.
everybody likes bubbles.
Everybody likes bubbles.
It brings a smile to your face if you see them, if you see somebody blowing them.
It really does.
And they're therapeutic for your lungs and your breathing.
Right.
So, there's bubbles are just an awesome thing. And
so we can have a treasure chest full of bubbles.
We could.
That is really cool.
And they would get used. They would truly get used.
Oh, I can imagine. Right. So let's talk about how to get involved. So we have a lot of events that you do, and with the program. So let's talk about some of the events that you do.
Okay.
How can we help? How do people help?
Okay. Well, we have 2 events coming up within the next month. The first is coming up on March 26th, and that is our annual Bull and Oyster Roast. Yeah, 1 week.
That's very soon.
That is very soon. But there's still plenty of tickets available, and there's still plenty of opportunities to help in other ways as well. But the Bull and Oyster Roast is our single most profitable event every year. Okay. This is what we count on to keep our scholarship program afloat.
Gotcha.
So there's lots. Obviously, we would love people to come. The tickets are $65, and they include a huge buffet: oysters, clams on the half shell, pit beef, pit turkey, pit ham, a huge buffet of hot and cold food.
Hey listeners, Q.A.C. team here. We interrupt this podcast to offer business owners an opportunity to take advantage of our free business analysis. We will visit your location to assess food quality, timing, customer service, and cleanliness. From the web, visit QACteam.com and click on Free Analysis and Consultation at the top of the page. While you are there, to sponsor a podcast or be featured, click on Feature Me. For mobile users, select from the menu options. We look forward to helping your business grow.
$65 per person, and that's a 4-hour event at Martin's West from 3 to 7 on Sunday, March 26th. So, and just to sweeten the pot, if anybody purchases tickets between now and Saturday and mentions your podcast, I will also give them 5 free raffle tickets to our raffle row, which has all kinds of great prizes you could win.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you.
How's that?
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, just a little thank you. So they'll need to mention your podcast in their notes.
Right. So tell us about what is raffle row?
Okay, so all right.
Putting you on a spot now, right?
Okay, no. I just want to be sure I word this correctly. It is what most people call a Chinese auction.
Okay.
Where you buy a strip of tickets and you put your ticket in the box for the item you want to win. We call it raffle row because we're trying to be politically correct and not offend the Asians. So
yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Not that I think that would be offensive. Like if we called it Polish row, I would be okay with that.
Now, is that kind of like a silent auction? Is it the same thing?
We have a silent auction as well.
Okay.
And silent auction, you go up and there's an opening bid, and you go up and bid throughout the event, and the highest bid wins. We have autographed sports memorabilia. We have some really awesome gift bags, gift baskets. We have a beautiful necklace, diamond necklace that was donated.
Wow.
cigars in this great humidor. So there's something for everybody
Mhm.
on the silent auction as well as on Raffle Row.
Wow,
And
that's
then
great.
we're also doing a instead of a basket of cheer this year, because baskets of cheer can kind of be boring. We have a grill that was donated by Lowe's. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
You say what you want on this podcast. Absolutely.
And so we are raffling that off with a big basket of stuff to go with it, including some cheer in it too.
Oh.
But yeah, along with a gift card for some food.
So if somebody hits that raffle, they're going to get a really good prize because you get a grill, you get to cook, you're going to have utensils, right? You get all kinds of stuff.
Utensils,
Wow.
beer, wine, snacks, a gift card to purchase, the hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, whatever you want,
Wow.
from Gershbeck's.
Mentioning names again.
I know. I'm sorry. I won't do that anymore.
I don't think anything's wrong with that. Do you? If they're
I
sponsoring
don't
it.
think so. I like to give my
Yeah.
supporters credit.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
they gave a very generous gift, and to add to that grill, because what good's a grill and a basket of snacks and beer and wine if you don't have any hamburgers and hot dogs to go with it, right?
Right. Absolutely. I
So
agree.
yeah, so all of that you will get, and it's probably worth $500 by the time we're done with everything that's going in it.
Wow.
I mean, the grill itself is a $300 grill.
Jeez. That's
Yeah,
a good prize.
it is a good prize, and
Wow.
it's so much more interesting than just a basket.
Right. So $65 for the ticket to get into the bull roast.
Right.
And then how much are the tickets for the raffle tickets?
Oh, they are 3 for $5, 8 for $10, and
3 for
20
$5.
for $20.
And that's a good deal. And I got 20 chances to win that grill.
Exactly. And we are doing that online as well. We are pre-selling for that raffle only, not for Raffle Row, not for silent auction, but for that grill only. We are pre-selling because there were some people who couldn't attend and asked, "How can I help?"
Okay.
Well, you can help if you want to just buy raffle tickets.
Okay, good. So send me that link to that, and I will put that in the show notes on the
Okay.
podcast. So when I share it, they'll see that as well. And then when I
Okay.
share the podcast on social media, so that link will be there.
Okay. I can do that.
That's awesome.
And then if you can't make the bull roast, which we hope you can, because it really is a wonderful event. Oh, we also have a plant and liquor wheel going on.
Plants
And liquor.
plants. Oh, like flowers and things.
Yeah, like flowers
Got
and,
you.
house plants.
Well, yeah, it's a perfect time of year, right? Spring's coming. You have the bull roast. It's
Exactly.
perfect.
And we have a
Absolutely.
great mix of indoor and outdoor.
Mm-hmm.
And then liquor, if you don't like plants, maybe you want a bottle of liquor. If you don't want a bottle of liquor, maybe you want a plant. And if you don't want either of those, we're also going to have 10 Easter baskets up on that wheel as well.
Wow, that's because I was about to ask you that too. I don't want plants and I don't want liquor. What else can I get?
You can get an Easter basket.
I can get an Easter. That's awesome.
And maybe a cake or two. We have a couple people who are donating homemade cakes.
Oh, that's great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's kind of old school, like the old school bull and oyster roast you used to go to.
Uh-huh.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
There was always a cake wheel.
Always a cake wheel. That's right.
And there was always a plant wheel.
Always plants. Right. Absolutely.
So we just combined it into one wheel.
Oh, that's great.
And again, something for everybody.
Right. Now, with the online, are you videoing the wheel for the prizes, or are you just going to?
Well,
How will you contact people with it, right?
Yeah, the only thing that we are doing um, is the grill.
Okay.
And what we will do is we will video as when we pull the winner.
Mm-hmm.
We will live video that on
That's
Facebook.
very cool. On
Yep.
Facebook?
Yep.
Very cool. I want to be there for that. That's really cool.
Well, I hope you will be there.
That is so great.
You
So
can video it and put it on your podcast.
that's it. There you go. I can even do
Here's
that.
the winner.
Hey, there you go. We got to announce a winner. Absolutely. That's really cool. I will do that. Yeah, great. So how do people contact you, reach out to you if they want to get involved?
Okay. Well, you can call me directly on my cell. And that number is 443-852-0480. Or go out to our website, and that is KamrynLambert.org. And we're also on Facebook. You can also find us on Facebook.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, I think everybody's on Facebook now.
Got to
right?
have a Facebook account to get people, to get to as many people as you possibly can.
Right. So we have about a week left, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there you have it, listeners. We have about a week. Let's go ahead and get some sponsorship going. Let's send some help Debbie's way, and I will do the same thing. Definitely help promote this for you.
Thank you. And then, if you can't make the bull roast, we have a cornhole tournament coming up on April 16th.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Now
and it's a morning deal, right?
Okay.
It 9 a.m. registration and 10 o'clock the bags fly. And here's what's special about this one. April 16th is wear your pajamas to work day. And so in conjunction with this, you can come play in your pajamas if you'd like, but we're also collecting pajamas for the kids and young adults that we serve, because many times they are needed.
Oh, I'm sure.
They are needed in the ERs when the children come in, or when they come in and they have to cut their clothes off. They need something to wear home. If they're in the hospital and they can, it's more comfortable than a hospital gown. And we also serve some of the children's shelters in the area. So you can imagine that, when a child is brought to the shelter, having a pair of pajamas and a blanket and a stuffed animal can ease it a little bit. Nothing's going to ease it totally, but it'll ease it a little bit.
Yeah, that adds that comfort of home right there.
Correct. In a place that's probably not comfortable.
Right.
Yeah.
That's such a wonderful idea.
So we are boosting this cornhole tournament to be wear a pair, donate a pair.
That's really cool. Wear a pair, donate a pair. There you go.
And for those people that are like, it's so early in the morning where you don't even got to get out of your pajamas.
You just roll out of bed and go play cornhole.
Out of bed, play cornhole.
Shower later.
Have a drink, eat, and then stay and watch the games and gamble. Because it's being held at Bingo World.
Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. I'm very familiar with Bingo World.
Yeah.
Nice little place.
Yeah, it's cool. And it's inside, so rain or shine, we're doing this.
You beat me to it. I was about to say, so is it going to be inside or outside?
Inside, rain or shine.
Rain or shine.
It's happening. Sunday, April 16th.
Sunday,
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Awesome. I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you definitely should. It's $25 a player.
Okay.
And there's a cash prize to the top 3 teams.
Nice. Oh, it has to be a team. Has to be 2 people.
Well, if you don't have two people, there'll be other people there that won't have somebody as well. Most people come in pairs,
Okay.
and that's better. But we'll pair people up that want to play singly, because we have that a lot. Where, well, I don't have a partner. We'll pair you up with somebody.
Right. Now, is this information going to be on the website or social media?
It is on. Both events are on Facebook.
Okay.
Both the Bull and Oyster Roast and the Cornhole Tournament are both on Facebook. They are also on our website.
Okay. Because I definitely want to promote that, because I haven't played cornhole a lot, but I like it, and I know some people that are really good at it. So
We
if I
have a
can,
real mix of people that come out for this. We have people that
yeah.
come out because they support us.
Mm-hmm.
We have people that come out because it's something fun to do.
Right.
And then, every now and then we get a few that play all the time on leagues or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good mix of people that come out.
Yeah, cornhole is definitely fun.
It's fun, and you don't have to really you don't have to feel like, well, I'm not a professional, so I can't do this.
Right.
You can do this. Anybody can do this.
Anybody can do it.
My
And
board members do it, and some of them are really good at it.
mm-hmm.
Some of them not so much, but we always have fun.
Right. Well, Debbie, is there anything else that you want to add? You want to talk about?
I don't think so.
Did we cover everything? I think we did.
I believe we did cover
Yeah.
everything. Yes. I mean, I appreciate the opportunity to come in and talk about what we do. We're considered a small charity, but we do a lot.
Yeah.
One of the things I did forget to mention is that we give out grant money to area sports leagues in case they have a child who can't afford to play.
Oh, wow.
We give it to the league or to the dance studio, and they decide. They know, maybe that child that didn't come back this year because their parents couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And they can reach out to them and say, we have some grant money. You can play.
Right. That's such a wonderful thing.
We
really
try
is.
to cover everything. Kamryn, she was an avid soccer player before she got sick.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't do it, obviously, while she was in treatment, but she could cheerlead.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was, if there's a cheerleader out there or a football player or a soccer player,
Mm-hmm.
what have you. And she could also dance. That was like one of her dreams, was to dance in a recital. And she got to do that 2 months before she passed away. So, so we do dance grants too. If there's a studio, we have several that reach out to us.
Right.
And we're like, of course we can.
Right.
Here you go. And it's only made possible by these fundraisers.
Right. And by the donations. Absolutely.
Yep.
So there you have it, folks.
There you have it, folks. So if you want to come to either of the events, if you want to sponsor any of the events, if you'd like to donate, if you're a business and you'd like to donate an item for the raffle wheels or silent auction, please reach out.
And I want to say, I personally didn't know Kamryn, but looking at her pictures, her smile, it says a lot about her character.
Yeah.
She really does.
She touched a lot of lives while she was here. She was very special, but she is touching thousands now. So that's what this is about. That's what this organization is all about. Keeping her memory alive, letting people know she was here.
Right. Such a wonderful thing. I'm just overwhelmed with, just looking at the website and then talking and just seeing the wonderful things that come out of this,
Yes.
And it would be great to have more people help out and sponsor.
It would.
Absolutely.
We would love to keep growing.
Right.
And like I said, we've already come very far. We started this organization with $1,200 in the bank. So,
And it came a long way.
with a hope to give one scholarship out.
Right.
So,
and you did it. You made that goal, and you did it.
And we made that goal, and we've been flying ever since. But I'll tell you, I couldn't do it without my awesome board members, because nobody in this foundation gets paid.
Yeah.
We are all volunteers.
100% volunteer.
100%. So every dollar that we make goes right into the programs.
Yeah.
And that's rare, and we've been able to sustain that for 15 years.
Right. And that's a long time to keep it going. That's wonderful.
Couldn't do it without my board members, that's for sure.
I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of the board members for keeping this going.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Debbie, thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
I look forward to seeing you at the bull roast and the cornhole.
All right.
And let's hope we can drum up some listeners.
Bring some friends.
Yeah. And get some of these listeners are listening to jump on and do this.
Yeah, jump on, buy that ticket. Between now and Saturday, we'll give you 5 raffle tickets for those items.
You got it. All you got to do is mention the podcast.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Debbie, thank you so much. And I will talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
You've been listening to the Q.A.C. Team podcast with your host, Charles Luttrell. Today, we took you beyond the restaurant table and into the kitchen with leaders and business owners in your community. For more information, visit us at QACteam.com or Facebook and Instagram at QAC.team. Thanks for listening.